success, stop at failure, and then want to go back home. No! Take a motherfucking detour, nigga. Anything that's gonna get me to that motherfucking destination, period, we're going to get there. Everything was against me, and I took the fucking leap. I took the fucking risk, and I came out victorious. Why? Because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't. My faith never wavered. Y'all motherfuckers know I'm not lying. Fuck that phone, I ain't picking up that shit. I don't need it. I'm a little bit delusional with my work ethic. I think, nah, this motherfucker ain't gonna outwork me. Do you wanna win? How do I want it more than you? How do I believe more than you? Come on! YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Crowd. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Crowd. Today we got a great one! Today's topic is faith, right? I preach all of this shit about focus. I preach all of this shit about sacrifice. I preach all of this shit about motivation, all of this shit about discipline, being the man that you want to be, right? But it is impossible, and it will not happen if you do not have faith. The more that I have these calls with men trying to get in 1% Academy, limited beliefs is very common. You have to believe in yourself. If you do not believe it can happen, it will not happen. Your perception is your reality. A lot of you guys are stuck in tier 2 because that's all you think that you can have. A lot of you guys are stuck in tier 3 because that's all that you think you deserve. A lot of you guys are in tier 4 because you think that's the best you can do. Brother, all of this shit is obtainable. And today I'm gonna break down the 4 components of your hero and the 4 components of your villain in regards to faith. Your hero is 1% version of you. The man that you need to be, the man that you're going to be once you apply all the information I'm going to give you within this video. The villain is what you're running away from. The villain is 99% dweeb. The villain is 70% delusional dweeb. The villain is 30% normal amounts of action motherfucker. But there's certain things, certain instances, certain environments, certain people, certain situations that give you limited beliefs, that derails your faith as a man. You have to believe. None of you motherfuckers have limitations. So within the villain and the hero, we're going to alternate. And within each of these alternations, I'm going to give you a solution to each issue that is holding back your faith as a man. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any fucking time. Let's get right into it. The first thing that's ruining your faith as a man is failure, right? We've been conditioned since we were kids. When you fail, it's bad. You get an F, you get in trouble. Subconsciously for the rest of our life, even when we are adults, we are scared of failure. We are scared of what people will say, scared of what people will think. We seek validation and approval from other people. We should be receiving it from ourselves. So we don't want to look stupid. We don't want to take that risk. We don't want to make that jump. We don't want to fail publicly, right? And this holds us back as men. And due to this, we always play it safe. We've been conditioned to think failure is a bad thing. Fellas, failure is the best thing. You want to fail as fast as possible. That is how you learn. That is how you grow. That is how you become the man that you want to be. If you look at every successful motherfucker, they all fail. You know how many times Thomas Edison failed at making this fucking light bulb that's looking in front of me before it hit? Michael Jordan got cut from varsity. LeBron James lost until he went to the Miami Heat. All of these men are legends. And man, you're only as strong as your battle scars, and you can't have battle scars unless you go through failure. You need to love failure. You need to embrace failure. You need to every day wake up and figure out how the fuck you can fail more. Because I can assure you, that's going to help you be the man you want to be. That shouldn't detour your faith. You fucking dweeb. Failure is not a misdirection. It is a correction. I told this story on my Instagram story the other fucking day. My high school coach used to dog me every day. I came into 9th grade. I was the #1 point guard in the state. He ruined my love for the game. He was so hard on me. He dogged me every single day. I had anxiety going to practice, right? Used to dread it. Hated basketball, right? Used to cry myself to sleep. All because of this coach. All because he was putting me in the darkest times of my life. All because I was failing. Cry, don't shoot. Cry, get off. Cry, you're not starting. Cry, you're falling off. Cry, you can't defend. Cry, you can't score. Failure, every single day. And in that moment, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, holy shit. I've been working with basketball my whole fucking life, God. Why are you putting me through this? But every single failure that I went through with him prepared me for every single failure that I was going to get for the rest of my life as a man. Now nothing could shake me. Now all this shit is sweet. Now life is on easy mode because of failure. That didn't detour my belief, that increased it. I knew, damn, if I could get through that failure, I could get through anything, right? It made me stronger, but a lot of motherfuckers don't think like that. Y'all motherfuckers think shit is so far-fetched. Y'all motherfuckers think failure is a bad thing. Y'all motherfuckers be on the road to success, stop at failure, and then want to go back home. No! Take a motherfucking detour, nigga. Anything that's gonna get me to that motherfucking destination, period. We're going to get there. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. I don't give a fuck if I gotta switch cars. I don't give a fuck if we gotta go a different route. I'm going to get there. Your faith cannot change due to failure. Come on. And the funny thing about it is, a lot of guys, they wonder why they're not successful, and it's because they haven't failed enough. I truly believe that God is up there like blessing people with massive success who I failed the most. Like, I really feel like there's a meter in heaven, and he's like, this person hasn't failed enough yet. They haven't went through the valley enough yet. I cannot bless them with this trajectory of success yet. I truly believe that, because when I look at all of these successful individuals, the first thing that comes into my mind is not, wow, they're so successful. The first thing that comes to my mind is like, wow, all that motherfucking pain that they endured, all the shit that they didn't want to do and they still did it like they wanted to do it, all the sacrifices, all the times they had to tell motherfuckers no, all the people that was talking about them, all the times they was driving themselves nuts and they still got it done. That's what I think about. One thing I can assure you is that their faith never deterred due to failure. It increased. Fellas, when I fail, I think, oh shit, I'm getting closer. Oh shit, it's getting harder, I'm getting closer. Oh shit, niggas getting on my live and doing dumb shit, I'm getting closer. Oh shit, I'm getting a chick DMing me about a video, I'm getting closer, 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 closer to the man I want to be. It's never going to be easy. If you think this shit is going to be easy, get the fuck out my video, because I've never told you that. This shit is simple, but it's not easy. Do not let fail discourage you as a man. Tighten up. Okay, Cry, I get it. Failure is bad. How do I overcome it? I'm going to continue to say, as a man, the number one trait that you can have besides being a relentless, disciplined dog, it's not giving a fuck. Fellas, I do not give a fuck what niggas is talking about. If you rock with me, cool. If you don't, deuce. One thing you have to understand is these motherfuckers is not going to pay your bills. These motherfuckers is not going to retire your mom. These motherfuckers is not going to create a life of abundance for your kids. Why do you care? I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Stop trying to break generational curses, pleasing a generation that is cursed. Most of these motherfuckers do not matter. They don't. You trying to look cool for social media, these niggas don't give a fuck about you, my nigga. You scared to post that video because what people will say, these niggas do not give a fuck about you, my nigga. You have to not give a fuck. The moment I stopped giving a fuck, everything changed. Fellas, I'll even go a little deeper. I have been not gave a fuck on YouTube. Probably since after the third month. I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be myself. I don't give a fuck if niggas like it or if they don't. I don't give a fuck what my friends say. I don't give a fuck what my family say. I'm him. I'm doing it. But I had a barrier with my Instagram, right? I gave a fuck. I did, right? I'm like, I got these chicks following me. I got more of my family following me on here. I got more of my friends following me on here. I don't think I could be my same authentic self on this platform like I do YouTube. Guess what? I said, fuck it. If you follow me on Instagram, it is the same carbon copy, the intensity, the passion, and the authenticity that you see on my Instagram. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Fuck these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers ain't retiring my mom. These motherfuckers not getting me no Lambo. These motherfuckers not getting 100K a month revenue reoccurring in my bank account. Fuck them. Period. Because one thing you have to understand, no matter what you do, people gonna say something. Whether you're a skinny dweeb, people gonna say something. Whether you're a 70% delusional duck, people are gonna say something. Whether if you're a 30% normal amounts of action, people gonna say something. Whether you're a 1% man, people are gonna say something. So regardless, these motherfuckers gonna say something. Okay, well, if they're gonna say something, I'm gonna make sure they say something about what I want to do with my life. What's gonna have me fulfilled, right? Because I don't wanna be on my deathbed being a 1% people pleaser. Be on that motherfucker 80 like, damn, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and I had limited beliefs and I didn't have no faith because I was scared of what people will say, and these motherfuckers do not even care about me. These motherfuckers is not here next to me, right? Think about it. They don't matter. Kill the limited beliefs. Kill the scariness, kill the nice guy shit, kill the people pleasing shit, and not give a fuck. The moment I stopped giving a fuck, my life changed. Fellas, this has been the best 2 months of my life, and I couldn't give a fuck more. Period. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. But giving a fuck will derail your faith. Stop giving a fuck about who don't support you and worry about the motherfuckers who do. I can assure you, it will change your life, and you will never have limited beliefs. You will never lack confidence. You will never lack certainty. Everything that you want to achieve, you have to believe it first, fellas. You have to. And one thing you also got to understand is that people's opinions have everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. When they say you can't do something, when they're talking behind your back, when they're DMing you slick shit about a video you posted, about your physique, about the car that you drive, about what you talk about you promoting your business, that says everything about them and nothing about you. They don't have the balls to do what you do. That is why they hate. You're never gonna receive hate and criticism from motherfuckers above you. I can assure you. They're trying to pull you up, doggy. Right? It's the motherfuckers below that hate on you. It's the motherfuckers that can never do what you do that's gonna hate on you. It's the motherfuckers that don't have the balls and the courage to take the leaps and take the risks that you do. Those are the motherfuckers that's gonna hate and talk about you. Guess what, bud? Those motherfuckers don't matter. Those motherfuckers are drifters. Those motherfuckers are 99% dweebs. Period. They don't matter. Stop giving a fuck. It'll change your life as a man, I can assure you. No risk, no reward. When it feels scary to jump in that motherfucker, jump in that motherfucker head first. Because I can assure you, if you don't, you will stay in the same place. The biggest breakthroughs of my life have been when my back was against the wall. And I had to jump in, I had to take that risk. Everything was against me. Didn't know how I was gonna pay rent. Didn't know how I was gonna eat the next day. Thought my car was gonna get repoed. Everything was against me and I took the fucking leap. I took the fucking risk and I came out victorious. Why? Because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't. My faith never wavered. Y'all motherfuckers know I'm not lying. Fuck that phone, I ain't picking up that shit. I don't need it. Y'all motherfuckers know I'm not lying. When I lost my job, I made the video. Fucking raw reaction, lost my relationship, lost my job. You know the confidence and certainty I had in that motherfucking video? I didn't give a fuck. And everything was going left. Niggas, I had an X amount of money to last me until I found a new job. If I wanted to do a new job. Still was in the process of working with 1% Academy, right? Ex-girlfriend broke the fucking lease, didn't even tell me. Thought I had to pay a break the lease fee, right? Back against the fucking wall. What did I fucking do? I came out him. And I knew I was. Why? Because I didn't give a fuck. Period. And you can't either. The second thing that's holding your villain back is friends and family. So let's piggyback on that shit, right? This is more so in the beginning with your faith and your belief, right? Because when you first start a business, when you first start entrepreneurship or anything that you're trying to pursue, I don't know what it is, but naturally, our first thought is like, my friends and family are gonna support me. No, unfortunately they're not. And this is a huge mistake I made with music. I thought, like, these is my people that I respect. These are the people I care about. I expect them to support me, but when they didn't, it hurt me, right? Fellas, you cannot take that shit personal, bro. You cannot. Your friends and family will never support you more than a fucking stranger, right? They will be your biggest doubters. They will be your biggest haters. And you want to know what it is? It's because you come from the same place that they come from. So they think, if I can accomplish this, it's no way in hell that he can. It's no way in hell that she can, right? It's their insecurities, it's their non-beliefs, it's their wavering of faith that they try to push on you, right? Because you come from the same neighborhood as them, you come from the same household as them, right? You're trying to do something that maybe they were trying to do, but they didn't do it. They retreated, right? So they push their insecurities on you, and then it causes you to waver your faith, especially if you're surrounded by these individuals. That's why it is so important to surround yourself around like-minded men that are on the same journey as you. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because some of the men in 1% Academy do not have a brother that they can trust, do not have a brother that they can count on, do not have a brother that they can believe in. I would honestly say, fellas, it's niggas in my academy. Fuck niggas. Everybody in my academy, I would bet them the money in my account. I believe in them more than they believe in their fucking self. Right? And you need motherfuckers like that around you. But a lot of times, your friends and your family are not that. They are your biggest hater. Matter of fact, they're secret haters. Be careful of the motherfuckers you got in your circle. Be careful of the motherfuckers around you, because I can assure you, behind closed doors, they do not want to see you win. All I'm telling you is don't take it personal. Accept it. And understand, once you win, then they'll support you, right? Period. That's just how it goes. Accept it, brother. Don't let that shit throw you off course. You're on your own path. You're on God's plan. You're on God's timing, not theirs. They'll try to downplay your success once you start turning the fuck up. Little slick comments, little smart remarks. Do not take it personal. Do not let it waver your faith. I had a man try to join 1% Academy, man, and he was talking about he wanted to do YouTube, but he hasn't taken any action. I was like, brother, why haven't you took any action? He was like, I don't know, man, like, my friends, my family, you know, they just, you know, it just seems so far-fetched when I speak to them, about it. You don't understand how pissed off I got, because I related to that. That was me. Fellas, I'm fortunate enough that my mom and my dad actually do believe in what I do. They are very good supporters. But I've had some family members and especially some friends that did not believe in my music, did not believe in my e-commerce business, did not believe in my basketball ability, and it bothered me. I refuse to let it happen now. Do not let that waver your faith. They cannot see the vision. They cannot see the process, but they will congratulate you when you get the results. It doesn't matter. Fuck them. It's your life. Okay, I don't have a lot of friends, Cry. How can I overcome that? Social proof. I know this is my most famous phrase, but I'm gonna keep on saying it. These motherfuckers bleed, shit, and pee just like you. So when you see a motherfucker with the house that you want, with the car that you want, with the lifestyle that you want on these fucking social media apps, that is all the confirmation you need to get it done. These motherfuckers aren't better than you because they're successful. They're successful because they're better than you. They make better choices. Guess what? The good thing about choices is everybody gets them. And everybody has the decision to make the right ones. So if you make the right ones and follow those choices with persistence, discipline, and a not give a fuck attitude, there's no telling what could happen. The sky is the limit. I can assure you, brother, all of this shit is obtainable. Every single thing. That Lambo that you want, somebody buys it and doesn't think twice. That restaurant that you want to eat at, somebody eats there every day of the week. That house that you want, somebody else, that is a vacation home. They got 3 of them. And that motherfucker that has 3 of them takes a shit and wipes his ass and gets in the shower and goes to sleep. Just like you. But they put in the work. They made the sacrifices. They were focused. So you can too, but you have to make the motherfucking choices. Niggas talk about motivation. That is all the motivation I need. When I see a nigga with that Urus, ding, 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 I know that it can happen, period. So how can I not believe in yourself? How can you not believe in yourself when y'all be on these apps being dweebs and you see the successful motherfuckers and they have it, right? Period. I see motherfuckers with 1 million subs. It's possible. I see motherfuckers making 100K a month. It's possible. I see motherfuckers retire their mom. It is possible. Period. These motherfuckers shit, bleed, and pee like me. And not only that, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm a competitive motherfucker. When I see that shit, I don't get jealous, I get inspired, but that shit motivates me because I think I'm different. I'm a little bit delusional with my work ethic. I think, nah, this motherfucker ain't gonna outwork me. Nah, he can get it, I can get it, but I ain't gonna be jealous, I'm gonna be inspired. I'm gonna look at the work ethic and what it took for him to get that, and I'm gonna copy it or duplicate it or take it to another extreme, and then I'm going to get it. Period. That's the type of motherfucker I am. I'm competitive positively. Ain't no hate. It's inspiration. That is all the motivation you need. That is everything you need to believe and have faith. The third thing that's killing your belief as a man is instant gratification. This generation has ruined us. We want everything so fast because we have everything at our fingertips. We want some food, DoorDash. We want a nut, Pornhub. We want to watch TV, turn it on. We want to be entertained, go to social media. Everything is at our fingertips. So we subconsciously, you don't even fucking know it. You think it's the same thing with success. You think it's the same thing with what you want to attain in life. The house, the car, the money, the character, the charisma, the relationship with the guy, the chick. You want everything to come so fast. And when it doesn't, you lose faith. Slow the fuck down. It does not work like that, bud. You are setting yourself up for failure if you think everything is going to be fast. Because when you think everything is fast and it doesn't happen fast, that allows you to quit. And that's when you're going to become one of the motherfuckers that keep starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. I went to the gym for 6 months. I didn't see any results, so I stopped for 6 months. And then the next 6 months, I started back again. And then I did for 6 months, and I stopped again. You're going to be one of those motherfuckers. I did a business for a year. It didn't work, so I started a new one. It didn't work, so I started a new one. You're going to be one of those motherfuckers because you want everything so fast. Slow the fuck down. It takes time. Not being patient with consistently doing the boring things as a man is killing your faith and allowing you to quit. Slow down, doggy. It's coming, but you won't know it's coming if you quit, and you're gonna quit because you want it too fast. Delay it. To perfect your craft in any realm, it takes reps on reps on reps. Do you guys think when I started my motherfucking YouTube, I could come up here and speak with so much flow, conviction, and confidence and knowledge? No! I could not. It took reps and reps and reps and reps. The 10,000 hour rule. This rule states it takes 10,000 hours to truly master a skill. To truly master a skill. Y'all motherfuckers haven't put in 10,000 hours and y'all want everything to be easy. Y'all want everything to be sweet. Y'all want shit to be a breeze. It does not work like that. Let's leave the soft shit to the chicks. Please, we are men. Put in the reps. Put in your 10,000 hours. You do 4 hours of deep work a day with one specific task. That is 7 years to get to your 10,000 hours. I haven't even got to my 10,000 hours of going to the gym yet. I haven't even got to my 10,000 hours of making these whiteboard videos yet. I haven't even got to my 10,000 hours of being the best man that I can be. There's still reps to put in, but I understand that. That's why my faith never wavers. One of the disadvantages of having this social proof is we see it and we want it so fast, but we didn't see behind the scenes. We didn't see behind the scenes what it took to get that motherfucking Lambo. We didn't see behind the scenes what it took to get that motherfucking physique. We didn't see behind the scenes what it took to get that house. We didn't see behind the scenes what it took to get that confidence, that charisma, that intellect. We just see the results. That's it. Since we only see the results, we think that it's easy or we want it to be fast. It doesn't work like that. You must fall in love with the process. The process is the reward. Because I can assure you, once you fall in love with that motherfucking process, the results will come. But you will not fall in love with that motherfucking process if you have instant gratification. You won't. All great things take time. Okay, I'm going to delay my gratification cry. But how can I counter that with my faith? Previous victories, right? Build faith off previous wins. Holy fuck. This is why I say that the gym has to be the foundation for every man. Why do you want to be a rich, skinny dweeb? It sucks. But when you are in the gym, month 1, you don't see no results. Month 2, you don't see no results. Month 3, you don't see no results. You're doing Bulgarian split squats and your leg is about to fall the fuck off. You're doing barbell back squats and your back is about to give the fuck in. You on that motherfucking treadmill and you can't fucking breathe. Then month 6 comes, you still don't see no results. Month 7 comes, you still do not see no results. Month 8 comes, you don't see no results. Month 9 comes, boom! Look at me. Look at me. Look at my motherfucking physique. It didn't happen overnight. And since I know that every single rep, every single push-up, every single superset, every single failure set, every single break time, every single silent session, even when I didn't see the results, built this motherfucking physique, so when I take my shirt off, shorty is soaked. When I think of the previous victories, ding, 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 I now use that in everything that I'm doing in life. When shit is hard, when shit is tough, and I'm continuously putting in the work, but I haven't hit that barrier of seeing the results yet. I remember I was feeling that same thing when I was going to the gym and I was a skinny dweeb. And then when month 9 hit, I hit that motherfucking 32 degrees, and now I look like a motherfucking monster. So I know it's gonna be the same thing with 100K a month. I know it's gonna be the same thing with retiring my mother. I know it's gonna be the same thing with allowing my brothers to get success in 1% Academy. I know it's gonna be the same thing to create a life of abundance for everybody around me. I know because I did it before. Maybe you haven't gotten the gym results yet, but there is something that you can reflect back on that is a previous victory. The smallest things, fellas. Talking to a chick, getting a job you thought you couldn't get, getting a car you thought you weren't good enough for. Anything. We all have a win. There's nobody in my fucking views that does not have a minor win as a man. It can be anything. Build off of that and think about that, and that will give you more faith. Right? That's why I think I'm unstoppable, because every time my back was against the wall, every time things were counted against me, every time motherfucker said I wouldn't do it, I did it. So now I'm fucking unstoppable. Now it's nothing I can't do. And my faith never wavers because I've been through harder times. I've been through tougher battles. I had limited beliefs before and I pursued through it. So now I know I can do it again. I'm him. I proved it to myself. You have the proof, but you don't think about it enough. Think! Fourth thing, and this goes along with instant gratification, that's wavering your faith, is that you're output focused, right? So let's keep using the gym as an example. You're so focused on that physique. When am I gonna get the physique? When am I gonna get the chicks? When are my clothes gonna fit me like this? When is my arm gonna be shredded so I can go get a sleeve? You keep thinking about the output. That is why you don't have faith. Fellas, I do not think, I have 12K subs. I'm that much closer to the million. When am I gonna get a million? I don't think about that shit. I wake up every day and think about the input that I can do to get there. If I woke up every day and thought about 1 million subs, I probably would quit YouTube. There's days and months when my YouTube doesn't grow. There's videos that don't do as well as I think they're going to do. Period. I don't let that shit bother me. I just focus on what I can control and do better. But when you think about these output standards and these output goals for you dweebs in the back, it's going to discourage you as a man and it's going to ruin your faith. You cannot control the output. You can only control the input. I cannot control when I get 1,000 subs. I can't. But I can control making every video better than these motherfuckers. I can control every video putting my all into it. I can control every video making it better than the next. I can control posting 3 shorts a day. I can control better thumbnails. I can control better titles. I can control that. And that will contribute to me getting 1,000 subs. Last point of the hero, being input focused will allow you to have massive faith, brother. And not just with your standards, I spoke about this before, but with your results as well, right? That video was a little bit easier to record. That workout was a little bit easier. That deep work session was a little bit easier. I wasn't as nervous when I approached that chick. That is the input results. Yeah, you may have not gotten the chick. Yeah, you may not have the subs yet. Yeah, you may not have the physique yet. But last week, you couldn't do that. Last month, you couldn't do that. Now you can. That is an input result. That is what you need to focus on. Because once you see the input results, I keep saying, this might be even more powerful than discipline and motivation, momentum. Once you see the input results, you have the momentum to keep fucking going. When my brothers look at that motherfucking powerless, and although they don't have the physique yet, but they can see over the last month that they have an 85% completion rate, they can say, okay, God damn, next month I can get a 92. And when they get a 92, they say, God damn, although I don't have the abs yet, I'm doing more, I'm adding more weights, I'm being more consistent, the workouts are getting easier, I feel better, and they can build off that. And then eventually, boom, they will get the output. But they will not get the output if they lose faith, and they will lose faith focusing on it. Focus on the input. Make input standards and focus on input results. So instead of me saying, Cry, when are you gonna get 1,000 subs? I say, no, Cry, 1 video a day. That is my input standard. 3 shorts a day. That is my input standard. 40-minute videos. That is my input standard. That is my standard, not the 1 million subs, because I know if I do that, I will get 1 million subs. So what does that look like for you? What can you control with that e-commerce business? What can you control that you do at the gym to get the physique? What can you control to be better with women? What can you control to have better charisma? What can you control to have a better relationship with God? And focus on that. And I promise you, brother, you will gain the confidence and you will gain the certainty and you will gain the momentum to keep your faith. This is so important. Stop having these limited beliefs. All of this shit is obtainable. I want to see you win. Do you want to win? How do I want it more than you? How do I believe more than you? Come on. You can have everything. You can be that 1% man. I don't want to say 1% man because I want it to be a 5% man, but y'all motherfuckers don't believe. You think it's far-fetched. It's not. I remember when I used to fucking think a BMW was too much. How am I going to afford that? That's for rich people. Now I fucking got one and I think it's a dweeb car. Now I want a Urus and I know when I get that motherfucking Urus, it's going to be the same thing. I know it. But you have to believe it first. That's the video for the day. Lock in.